All right, today we're diving into a card that almost always feels like a huge sigh of relief when it shows up in a reading. The star. It's that beautiful symbol of hope after the storm, and we're going to unpack what that light is all about.
I mean, we've all been there, right? When things have been chaotic and you're just searching for any kind of sign that things are going to be okay again. That feeling, that quiet glimmer of hope in the dark, that is the absolute heart of the star card.
So, what is the star really? Let's kick things off by looking at its core meaning and why it's such a beacon in the whole cosmic story of the major arcana. Okay, so if you think of the tarot as this big journey where the star shows up is so important. It comes right after the Tower card. And if you know the Tower, you know that means chaos, disruption, everything falling apart. So the Tower knocks it all down. And then the star arrives. It's that first deep, calming breath you take after the storm has finally passed. It's all about peace, deep healing, and plugging back into your spirit. So when this card lands upright, it just floods the reading with this wave of positive energy. We're talking hope, inspiration, creativity, but it's more than that. It's this deep feeling of calm and serenity. It's a sign you're really stepping into a phase of renewal, healing, and just pure positivity.
All right, let's step into that light for a bit. In this next part, we're really going to explore all the uplifting and wonderful messages the star has for us when it appears upright. This quote just nails it. It perfectly captures that upright star energy. It's this beautiful confirmation that, yeah, you made it through the hard stuff, and you didn't just survive. You came out the other side with a clearer, renewed sense of who you are. You're ready for whatever's next, and it feels like the universe is right there, giving you a little nod of encouragement. And what's so powerful about this card is how that hopeful vibe touches, well, everything. You can see there's a common thread here, right? In your love life, it's about healing old wounds and opening up to deeper connection. In your career, creative inspiration is flowing and opportunities are popping up. Even with finances and health, it signals this positive shift. It's all about gentle, positive growth, right across the board.
Now, on a spiritual level, the star is literally one of the best cards you could possibly pull. It means you're deeply connected to the universe. Your intuition is probably off the charts right now. You might feel super open to psychic insights, to healing energy. It's just an incredibly powerful green light for any kind of spiritual work or development.
But, every light casts a shadow, so now we have to turn the card over and look at its other side, the reversed star. This is where the energy shifts a bit, and we have to explore some of the more challenging messages this card can bring.
And this right here is the absolute key. It is so important to get this distinction. A reverse star does not mean your situation is hopeless. What it means is that your perspective has gotten cloudy. You've kind of lost faith, that inner light has dimmed, and you're feeling disconnected.
I mean, you can just see the contrast so clearly here. Upright is all about hope, faith, serenity. But reversed, that flips to hopelessness, despair, and a lot of anxiety. It's the difference between feeling like you're guided and connected versus feeling totally lost and overwhelmed by everything.
In our love lives, the difference is like night and day. Upright, you're healing, you're ready for real connection. But reversed, it can point to a relationship that just feels stuck and boring. Or, if you're single, it's that cynical voice in your head that says you're never going to meet anyone.
And at work, the reverse star often shows up when you're feeling totally bored, stuck, and uninspired. Maybe even letting your best talents just go to waste. Financially, it's that feeling of being completely overwhelmed by money problems that if you could just shift your perspective, you'd see you actually have the power to solve. It's really a classic case of a negative mindset becoming a self-fulfilling prophecy.
So, if you pull a reversed star, how do you find your way back? How do you return to the light? Well, don't worry. This last section is all about actionable steps to help you get that hopeful energy back. Let's be super clear about this, because it's the most important thing to remember. A reversed star is not a final destination. It's not a sentence. Think of it more like a cosmic nudge. It's the universe gently tapping you on the shoulder and saying, hey, it's time to change your perspective. It's time to take your power back.
And look, here's a really simple 4-step path to do just that. It all starts with you making a conscious choice to change your attitude. From there, you can build some momentum by practicing gratitude. I'm serious, just find 1 or 2 tiny things each day. Then, reconnect with your creative side, because art is such a powerful way to heal. And finally, please remember you don't have to do this alone. Don't be afraid to seek support to heal those older wounds.
At the end of the day, the message here is all about empowerment. The power to shift from that shadow of the reverse card back into the beautiful light of the upright star. It's already inside you. It really all comes down to believing in yourself and making that choice to focus on the positive.
So whether it shows up upright or reversed, the star ultimately leaves us with one profound question to think about. Which voice are you listening to? The one that's full of despair or the one that's whispering with hope? Because that choice, it's always yours to make.